Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
Oh, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
What?
Listen closely. Listen closely. Uh-huh. There it is. There it is. Jesse, I'm playing Neil Young on Spotify right now.
You are?
Yeah. Can you hear it? Oh, you can't. I'm sorry. You can't hear it. Because they fucking pulled Neil Young. Sorry, Neil. Sorry, Cinnamon Girl. It's all gone. As if people fucking cared about a guy who hasn't had a hit in 40 fucking years. Look, his old shit, fine, dude. Crosby, Stills, Young, Nash, LGBTQ, PT.
You are a huge fan.
Huge fan.
A huge fan, yeah.
Look, he does have some hits, but when you go up against Joe Rogan, who has 11 million downloads a day, and you don't, it's a pretty easy choice of who's going to win that battle. Jabes, and it's not Neil Young. Sorry, brother.
Now, look. This is one of those things. It's happened to us, it's happened with employees, not that we have currently, but, in the past where it's like, man, if you don't, and it's like, oh, if I don't, bye. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I kind of love about it. But also, who cares?
Who cares? Jabes is on, what is it, Skype or Zoom or whatever?
I'm on Zoom.
Okay, good for you. You look great.
Thank you.
You're on Zoom today because you're at a crime con and you're trying to solve a murder mystery.
Mm-hmm.
No,
in my dreams. No, my child is puking all over the house.
Yeah. So
in every corner, everywhere, puke.
If he pops up in the background throwing up, you'll know why. Okay?
Right. I'm here for as long as I can be here. Right.
Mm-hmm. And you got the wine rack in the background. There's 2 bottles missing. I'm sure you're already 2 bottles in at this point.
Oh, God. Yeah. Well, it's just like big ups to Neil. You know what I mean? Big ups. Big ups to Neil.
Huge ups to Neil. People are piling on Rogan right now. And good luck. You're only making him more famous. So Whoopi Goldberg yesterday on The View and Joy Behar, who I love. I love Joy Behar. Can't get enough Behar in my life. Stay Behar. I'd like to get a shirt made with her face on it that just says "Stay Behar" on it.
Love it.
That fucking dumb bitch. And I don't like to say that usually about women, but in this case,
you say it all the time.
I do. I say it in private, Jesse. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Usually when your shows are on, where it's just like, who's that dumb bitch, Joe Millionaire? I can't do the Joe Millionaire where it's like, man, these girls are whores. Who's
now
that
Joe Millionaire? Joe Millionaire harkens back to the old school, old school reality, right? What was the Bret Michaels one?
Oh, Rock of Love.
Rock of Love.
Yeah.
Like it harkens back. Everyone's a little bit trashy, right? They couldn't get on The Bachelorette. It's obviously, a little bit scripted, but they go way off. They let them drink a lot, I think. Mm-hmm. So it harkens back to those days where they can actually get trashed. Whereas The Bachelorette, like they've gone through some shit, some lawsuits, whatever.
Sure.
So as a bachelor has told us in the past, it's like 1 drink an hour or 2 drinks every whatever. The kind of stuff that you cannot get drunk doing, right?
Either way, that's when I usually say the phrase, that dumb bitch, is during one of your shows, either a Real Housewife or a Joe Millionaire or whatever. Now I'm just saying it for Joy Behar in The View. Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar want Joe Rogan censored as well. They chimed in. Trevor Noah last night on The Daily Show chimed in about the episode he did with Jordan Peterson and race. And it's like, Man, what the fuck? Doesn't Trevor Noah have like a white dad or something too?
I mean,
Bob, can you look that up? Does he have a...
One of his parents
He
is white
does,
because it's
yes.
he was born illegally, essentially.
Right,
He was
so-
born illegally in that country because they were...
There was no interracial marriage allowed when
in
he was
South Africa.
born.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it was still a white parent?
Yeah, I forget which one, but one was white, one was black.
Okay. All right. You know, I don't need to be lectured on race on that fucking shit either. He has no studio audience anymore. So if you're wondering when you watch The Daily Show of like, why is there no studio audience and all the correspondents are doing shit from what looks like their own closet now, they are slowly dwindling in like he's down to 50,000 live viewers a night on Comedy Central. They're slowly running out of money. Therefore, not having a live audience and all that other shit is pretty much all they can afford right now. So therefore, yeah, everybody's going all in against Rogan, I guess, because it's trendy or they want the numbers. Look, I side with Joe because I don't want to see any form of censorship. Obviously, we do this for a living. We talk a lot of shit on both sides. And like, dude, I don't want to see any form of censorship. The fact that everybody else does seems strange to me because it means that your opinion is right and his is wrong. None of us are authority figures in COVID or fucking race or critical race theory, any of this bullshit. It's all opinions all the way around across the board. And then whoever's getting paid off by whatever company they belong to or work for, you know, Fauci and all these other assholes is clearly going to slant their opinion. But it's still opinions. It's not really based in too much facts. So what the fuck do we care? What do we care that somebody's having an open conversation with somebody? Neil Young today said that 60% of his streaming sales and revenue was generated from Spotify. So he said he was taking a real big hit by this. Was he? I don't even know what his streaming numbers are per day. All I can say is, I love Spotify. I have Spotify. I use Spotify. I went through my playlist last night. I was like, did I play Neil Young once in the last like 2 years? Because you can bring up everything you play. They've got like a favorites or things you listen to the most. The answer is no. Now, if it's on, you know, somewhere, if it's in somebody's car or whatever, I'm not going to tell them to shut off Neil Young. Because again, he does have some fucking hits that I can get down with. However, it's just not something I'm popping on, fucking rolling around town, listening to 4 Dead in Ohio. So, whatever, Neil. See you later. We're all done with that shit. Again, like I said on Tuesday, if other artists join in, like Taylor Swift or Drake, maybe you can be worried about Joe Rogan, but unless that happens, motherfuckers like Neil Young aren't going to do shit.
You know, it was funny yesterday. I was driving around thinking, like maybe I'll throw on. Do you know what I mean?
Neil Young?
Neil Young
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I go, holy shit, it worked. And then people in the chat are saying, you know, in a way, it's like the new kind of Trump where it's like, if you hashtag Joe Rogan, if you talk about Joe Rogan, you're going to get ratings. I mean, I just sounded like Delco just now. Ratings.
Oh boy, perfect segue. Let's cut to Delco's shirt.
Hang on. Yeah.
Cut to his shirt. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Delco, gold chain, and obviously it's a flag for Italy.
I am not Italian, yeah.
No. That was my question.
No, but
Yeah.
it's very,
You got the fucking uniform on.
yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing, too. My mom bought this for me for Christmas.
Yeah.
And she thought this was the Irish flag. She's like, I thought that was orange.
Oh,
No, it's red, Mom.
No, it's definitely Italy.
and your mom's so Delco too.
Yeah.
My God, this
it's
is great.
And you did chess before you came in today too, to go with that shirt.
No. I haven't hit the gym yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Look-
I
you
got
look
some sleep
swole.
today. Got some sleep today.
You look swole,
It's
dude.
key.
Yeah, you look swole. Michael Federer. I'm perfect at pronouncing names. Says Jabes need to be in close-up mode all the time. The hotness is real. I agree, Jabes. I agree.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm trying to say for both of us in the studio. Let's get intimate with the people. Let's let them see up our noses. You know what I mean? That's what they want.
I don't need that. I don't need it that close.
They would say the same thing about you, Ross. They would say the hotness is real. Keep a close up on that mug.
They would say, oh my God, he looks young. but nobody
For
wants
sure.
to see a face like this. Whenever you have a round face, you don't want to see it that fucking close. You just don't. Or any DP that shoots underneath and up at you needs to be, I mean, frankly, just shot and hung, you know? Needs to be Baldwined. Can we say that? Can we say that the DP needs to be Baldwin, or is that too soon?
We're not making any money off YouTube anyway. So you can say,
Joel-
this is fun. It's like you can say whatever you want.
We showed a a video today on Instagram about the seltzer tasting, whatever. And Joel's like, "Hey, do you have any notes on this edit?" I was like, "Yeah, the one where you shot up from the ground, looking up at me, where I have 84 chance." Like, no, Joel.
But he has to.
No.
He's a DP. You have to have that one shot.
God,
Giorgio
that's a
will
Superman
try and
shot.
do. Yeah, Giorgio will try and do the same thing. Don't fucking lie.
Chime in, Giorgio. I would love to hear why every DP loves that shot. It looks terrible.
Interesting.
It makes it interesting for them, not the audience. Like, it just makes people look like shit.
Okay, Giorgio, go.
Go ahead, Giorgio.
It makes you look powerful in the frame
Yeah.
and
No.
large in the frame.
Yeah,
But you being an already large man, you dominate the frame. But I'm looking at right now, so I love this iPad mini that I just got. Hashtag Apple. You look
gross.
great in
No
this,
free
Ross.
ads.
You look younger than you did pneumonia.
Pre-hospital.
I mean,
Yeah.
your cheeks are glowing.
Yeah.
I'm liking this.
I feel good. There's a pep in my step after we tasted those seltzers, and it turned out correct. Shit, actually, can I just send you this video? Can I text it to you? Because the guy just texted it to me.
Yeah.
They're
Any of
fucking
us.
canning 250,000 cans right now. And
250,000.
250,000, dude. And it's pretty impressive, where I was just like, oh, shit, I didn't really know that was the process of it. Because we tasted it and then just left.
Right.
Like, I looked at the cans and everything else, and I was like, great.
You didn't realize there was expensive machinery and people working there that had to do all of it.
No.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, shit, man. So I'm going to save this video, and because the only way I can send this, I think, is to text it to you. Is that fine, Georgia?
Me, Dan, Rob, any of us. That's good.
All right, I'm going to fucking text
You can
this to you.
airdrop it.
Oh, can I? Yeah. Here we go. What do you want me to airdrop this to?
A mini.
Ross's MacBook Pro. How about that? Is that what it is?
Ross's iMac.
I get MacBook Pro. That's all I got on here. Or Giorgio or Hot Bob.
You know what? Yeah, it'll be kind of
We'll
like
wait.
whispered
We'll wait
down
for
the lane.
Giorgio to accept it. My technology is so awesome. So it says send. Giorgio, you got it? Okay, cool. My technology is so awesome that, you know, I feel so confident in just doing it live on air, and everything's going to work out fine. You know, I love technology. There's not a motherfucker on the planet Earth that loves technology more than I do, Jabes.
So our launch party day is February 13th.
13th, yes. And so it's WTF downtown. There's been a bunch of people in the audience who were like, hey, can we just pay like $20 and drink like unlimited seltzers? And I was like,
Instead of paying for each one.
instead of
'cause they
buying
are-
each one. And I'm like, yeah, the Super Bowl's, that's a long fucking day. And I'm like, let me call the bar owner and see if we can do it. Just put a bracelet on you. I think that's what we might do. That way everybody gets just trashed.
Well,
Absolutely
that's what I'm saying
trashed.
is maybe some kind of insurance, because if you're going to go all you can drink 8% hard AF, like we're getting into Four Loko territory where like you're going to have a lawsuit.
Well,
Although I don't think the Drinking Bros would sue, but go ahead.
No. And look, I want to see Lázaro Lopez drink 6 of these and see what happens.
I'll go drink for drink with Lázaro Lopez. I will double fist the entire event. And, we'll just see what happens at the end.
Man,
But
that'd be great.
Giorgio, you smoke weed.
I know.
You don't drink.
And you've
just
got to
getting
produce that show. It's
Just let the
live.
fucking champion enter the ring here. All right.
I know. Well, yeah, exactly. Bring the dad in, dude. Bring the dad in.
I miss
He's-
getting litty.
Bob, you forget I drove you home one night.
You did.
What do you remember?
That
any
was after a shit ton of drinking,
After like 12
all day.
hours of drinking
Yeah,
mostly self-poured ranch waters and like IPAs, like heavy shit.
what
The
was
fact
it?
that
What was
he
the
was
event?
The Super Bowl.
It was a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that he was able to walk out to my car and think it was an Uber.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? Like he wasn't falling down,
No.
wasn't puking. Like literally the only thing he did was like think that I was his Uber driver, and then I'd put him in your car.
Well, he's Mizzou trained. Like as a Mizzou alumni, you learn to get super shitty and then just stumble into a vehicle because it will get you somewhere.
Well, the beauty of it is, even when we got to the driveway, I stayed just in case, right? Because Bob was trashed. I watched him try to put his car keys into the garage door. And I was like, nope, you're going to want to go a little bit further right.
These are all like the brain is still on.
It's great.
It's just not like firing in the right direction.
Yes, as long as you make it home safely, you're fine.
Sure.
I'm sure his wife was stoked the next day, but that's what life is.
Yeah, I think we'll have to find a hotel for him probably for the Super Bowl.
Across the street.
She'll be like, do not come home this time.
Yeah. No, now there's a child in play. It's really, she's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Wake up, baby. Wake up.
Yeah. I want to hold the baby.
I want to hold the baby.
Where's my buddy? Where's my little buddy?
We created this. This is life right here. We fucking created this.
Speaking of things you created, I got that video up for you.
Oh, you do? Great. Pop that up on screen. So I just got this right now. This is physically going on right now. It literally just texted me a minute ago. Look at all the goodness there. Weird to see. Because I didn't know you had to like clean the cans and shit, and then they inject it in there, and then boom, you're good to go.
Holy shit.
It feels like Laverne and Shirley. Look at that. Now they're all fucking made. Man, all grown up. Pretty fucking crazy.
Fucking rolling now, baby.
Who is that?
That's the canner right there. He cans it.
Okay.
Cans it. Scott, he cans it.
I like that too. Like all the people that kind of work for you, even down to like the lawyer, are like that. They're like, fuck yeah, motherfucker. Like, it's on. Like,
I think, here's the thing. I think people got more excited when they actually tasted it.
Yeah.
Beforehand, they were like, man, this sounds cool. It looks cool. How is it? And then once they tasted it, everybody was like, oh shit, you guys like actually did this. Like, this is amazing. And I'm like, yeah. So I think that kind of pushed everybody over to like the right side where you can keep supporting shit and be like, yeah. And then when you taste it, you're like, oh fuck, all right. Because I had a different experience with Four Loko. I don't know if I told this story on the show before, but when I tasted that for the first time, I was like, oh boy, no.
It's going to be hard to get behind. Although
same with that. So last night, because we were doing, you do these like pricing things where you go to the grocery store, try to price it out and see how much a 12 is, a 6 is, and all this other shit. I saw White Claw is doing Surge. That's their new Surge, 8%. And I'm not going to shit on White Claw like everybody else for the regular ones. They were the first in the biz, and it's decent if you like 4.5% or 5%, whatever that is. I just can't get fucked up off of it. Now they're making this 8% Surge, and they rushed it through the patent process and all that other stuff and didn't really taste it. It tasted like fucking dog shit. I had the rest of the flavors last night, and I was like, my God, man, you have the endless like gajillion dollars. Like, how can you not get this right? So, that's...
Well, it's like our brewers, Doug and Chris, right? Were always leaned more, even with their beers, other beers that they brewed, towards like natural flavors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And subtle, but really good. And so, there's no like overly sweet. There's no like fake sugar taste. It really is like the essence.
Yeah.
Like a LaCroix, something like this. And then a bunch of alcohol, which what more can you ask for?
I know. So I think that's why people are so amped and shit, like texting me and things like that, because they actually tasted it and they're like, oh, sweet, you're for real. Like, this is great. I just want to see what happens to Bob afterwards. Bob, Lázaro Lopez, and then Giorgio. Giorgio, you've got to produce a live show that day. So
I think he'll do it at the...
Delco's pointing at himself. Yeah, I've never seen you blackout, Delco.
You won't.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
No.
And vice versa. I don't let people see me like that. Like, I'll just dip out. I'll Irish goodbye everybody and just peace. Because I don't want people to see me, which is fine. Jesse, you I'm trying to think when's the last time I've seen you black out. Not for a very long time.
What? Oh, me blackout?
Yeah.
Every night I've just gotten really good at keeping the old brain on still, right? So I can be like, you kind of robot it.
Yeah.
I'm going to bed, guys. I'm fine. I kind of like practice that. But no, I drink wine, It's hard to you can definitely black out on wine, but it takes a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. It definitely does take a little bit. This morning we were watching something about off-menu items or menu items you can order off the menu. What do we? Because we can't call them cooks, right? They're not chefs at McDonald's. What would you say there? I'd like to go off the menu, monsieur.
Yeah, I would call him chef. Can I speak to the chef? Yeah.
Yeah. Can I speak to the chef at McDonald's?
No, but it was like a TikTok trend that now McDonald's is going to actually put these items on the menu because that's life.
So I'm going to go through them here. Boy. It's called Menu Hacks. Okay.
I was drinking my coffee. I almost puked this morning, but go ahead.
Only one of these did I enjoy. And, it's McDonald's. Bob, I wonder if you can pull up the picture of this because they've got the New York Post has a great picture of it this morning. So the first one I get down on, the rest of these are fucking disgusting. Hash brown McMuffin. Yes, I'm all in. So there it is. Yep, you got it. You can pop that up on screen. The hash brown McMuffin, all in. I think I've done this before anyways, where you put the hash brown.
It's just a common sense thing. Like, obviously, those go together.
Yeah. That's totally understandable. I understand it. But you don't need to do that for me. You can just put it in the bag the way God intended it, and then I can do it myself. Like, I don't need to ask anybody for that. These other ones, though, now we're getting disgusting. A crunchy double. So a crunchy double is the 6-piece nuggets and barbecue sauce smashed into a double cheeseburger. No, thank you. That is nightmare fuel. Okay.
I don't like a barbecue sauce on my burger.
I don't either. I don't like a barbecue sauce on my burger any time of the day. Not one single time in my life have I enjoyed barbecue sauce. I think the closest we can come is Arby's. I like the horsey sauce, and I guess that's kind of barbecue-ish, but that's it. That's as far as I can go with barbecue sauce and something. Now, the next one physically made me throw up out of my mouth onto the floor, and my child threw up as well. This is the surf and turf, and this is a fish fillet sandwich smashed in with a double cheeseburger at McDonald's. Check yourself into it's a 5150 sitch. Check yourself into a mental ward.
You're a sick person.
Yes.
If you fucking eat this.
First of all, I think I'm the only one that gets the filet-o-fish at McDonald's anyways. So if you're ordering that, you're disgusting like me, right?
Yeah,
you're you're also putting...
You're the only person I've ever seen to do it. Like to get an actual fish fillet sandwich.
Sauce.
Or it's Lent.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Ugh.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if you order a surf and turf from McDonald's, go get a straitjacket. You don't deserve to walk around in these streets. You might hack up your whole family. Like, that wouldn't be a shock. If you ordered this and then went and murdered your own family, like, that's something a serial killer would do.
To be fair, I think COVID took care of a lot of surf and turf eaters.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
With you.
Yeah, maybe. I like it, Bob.
This is just a rehashed McGangbang, which is the original secret menu item. When both the McChicken and the McDouble were $1, they would insert a chicken slice in between both those beef patties for you.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. So, God, fucking Twitter's such a hellhole. Occasionally you'll see something pop up where you're like, oh, congratulations. Right underneath this post on Twitter, somebody named _the occultist saying, don't ever forget the McGangbang. And they've got a picture of it, Giorgio. So you're welcome.
OG. It was the Tupac of off-menu McDonald's items.
Yeah. I can't put chicken on cheeseburgers and shit. Like, that's a bridge too far. Now the last one, it's called the Land, Air, and Sea.
Yeah. It should be called the land coupe and see, but go ahead.
It should be called the concrete landing because you should jump off a building and end your life if you even attempt to order this. This is the Big Mac with a McChicken sandwich and a fish fillet smashed into the Big Mac. So you still have the Big Mac buns, okay? Big Mac's in between, but on each layer is the McChicken and then the fish fillet. And that is for people who are like, that's old school, like cut your penis off and fry it in a pan. What's the name of those videos called?
Pain Olympics?
Yep. I would rather watch that penis chopped off and then fried in a pan versus watching someone eat this sandwich in front of my face. I think I could get through the Pain Olympics a lot easier than somebody physically eating this sandwich, the land, air, and sea. I don't even know if there's any listeners out there who are into this right now.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Were you doing on fake news today?
If Nick goes and gets it for me, I'll eat a land, air, and sea on fake news.
Okay. Yeah. We can make that happen. Craigers is saying double quarter pounder with cheese, large 2 meals is the way to go. Just saying, look, there's nothing sexy about that. That's just eating a lot of food. If you're going off menu, go off menu. When I was at Ohio State, Columbus is a test city for all like fast food bullshit. And McDonald's had a pizza in college. Nobody else had it. You know why nobody else had it? Because it tasted like shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't good.
You have to be a garbage city to be a test city for McDonald's and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like they literally had to like do the math and be like, where are the most trash human pieces of shit?
I honestly couldn't tell you the last time I had McDonald's.
Really?
It's been that long.
Fuck you. It's been a week, probably. Like McDonald's is, again, if you're land, air, and seeing it, man. If you're on a flight or somewhere else, like, yeah, dude, McDonald's is still safe. Anywhere you go, McDonald's is safe. I feel safe eating McDonald's.
There's one secret menu item on the Chick-fil-A that we thought was good. It's like a tater tot and nugget or what? No, tater tot, nugget and fries in a bowl with like a ranch on top and a cheese maybe.
So it's waffle fries, chicken nuggets, and then and tater tots, and then mixed in with ranch and all that shit. That I can do because it's very similar to those ranch fries that you like. Yeah.
It makes sense.
The queso, because Chick-fil-A has queso now too. So they have the queso on it as well. That's already kind of a thing that you can order from different restaurants if you want to get the fun, flirty nachos, where it's like, oh, put the extra shit on there. Like, that's already living with us. Doc's Drive-In Movie Theater, you get those ranch fries. It reminds me of that.
Yeah, I mean, calm down. Quit saying how much I get ranch fries, but whatever. The other thing, In-N-Out is the only secret menu that I subscribe to. But
what is on that secret menu besides animal style?
So that's the one with the animal style, and you can get 5x5 or whatever, and then animal style fries, grilled cheese.
Oh, that's right.
Random shit.
I could butt fuck those animal style fries, dude. I forgot about that.
The only way.
You know what else is on the In-N-Out secret menu?
What's that?
Our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Really?
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
John 3:16.
Yes.
Yep.
Is there a John 3:16 burger?
No, they just put Bible verses on the bottoms of all their cups. They baptize you without your consent.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa. Is this real?
Did you not know this?
No. Whoa.
Bro.
My mind is fucking blown right now.
Well,
Can you
you're
pull up
not
a picture of that?
technically, you're not from California, so it's okay.
No shit, I'm not from California. I got a dick.
Yeah, but Bob
Nailed
knows.
it. Yeah.
Bob knows about it, and you don't.
Bob doesn't have a dick either, dude. I still contend that it was Delco's sperm. He had it frozen, and then they used it for Bob's wife.
Why are you coming after Bob today?
I'm
what
not.
Do you do?
Holy shit! So that's real. John 3:16 on the bottom.
I would never
of
look at the bottom of the cup.
I haven't either. I've never looked at the bottom of a cup anywhere. Now I should.
They do it on the wrappers too. Oh, Revelation.
They do revelations on the wrappers there. Revelation 3:20. I don't even know it. I don't know what it means.
I'll look it up.
I haven't read the Bible since 4th grade.
Also,
I didn't retain
if
it.
you go through and say that you don't have money, they give it to you.
Shut
Anyways.
the fuck up. Mm-hmm.
It's the Christian thing to do.
Here's the Revelation 3:20.
Okay.
It's actually kind of food related.
All right.
Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me.
Great. Everything's free then. Let's go to it.
That's going to be the lamest Revelations verse.
Yeah.
Can I hold that up? Like when I'm knocking on the door and they're like, sorry, we're closed. And I'm like, no, like 2 more minutes. I just want. And they're like, no, sorry, we're closed. I just hold up
You're
Revelations.
like, Revelations. Yep.
Revelations 3:20.
Yeah, I was expecting like 4 horsemen and that kind of shit.
Yeah,
Brimstone, what the
something.
hell?
Yeah. Like I rode up over the mountains, and upon my back was meat. Something like that, where you're like, oh shit, you saved us. Oh, you saved our village. Oh, the kids are gonna eat. They won't starve to death. But no, we get that bullshit. Knocketh at the door, and his Lord will let you in and give you food out of grace and dignity. You will not have to beg in the streets for your life and your livelihood. Georgia, you already look like you're homeless too, so like they'd give you all of the things. When you roll in here, it's a very homeless vibe.
It's easy, big baggy clothes that I can throw on very quickly, you know, because I'm doing all this training now. I don't think they'll give you anything you want. I think they have a preset like meal that they'll give you if you just go up and say you don't have money.
Oh, so like a poor,
No, it's
like
literally
poor people
like you
shit?
order. No, you order, and if you drive around and say, I don't have money, I don't have whatever, they have to give it to you.
That would change my entire going out dynamic. Like I would then just like overdraft my debit card every time trying to hook up with this girl and then take her through In-N-Out and show her the sweet trick.
But you have to like go through the humility of that situation, right? So I always think I'm like, oh shit, why didn't everybody do that? But then it's like, you have to drive through, you have to have the conversation with the girl that's working there, whatever, and be like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, drunk me has no
Drunk
pride.
you
It's
could
just
do
like
it.
I would really like these animal fries that I ordered.
Animal
please.
style fries, yeah.
Animal frile.
Animal
That
fry.
was a really good drunk.
Are you high?
impression.
You just got back from wrestling. You can't be high yet.
No, I was pretending to be drunk.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a method actor, Ross. I don't know if you know anything about it.
You can also be very high at 10th Planet when you train.
Yeah, I
It's
was
like
just going to
encouraged.
say.
Some people do. Some people work out high, and I never understood
It's the gym for stoner drug people. Like it's known that like if you like jujitsu, but you also like drugs and people not to shame you, you go to this place.
There was a dude in
my
LA.
gosh, I love that.
Yeah, there was a dude in LA that he was a monster, and the guy could lift the entire gym, but he would always take 2 Vicodin before working out, and I'm like, bro, how the fuck do you even get through a workout like that? That's too much.
Well, that's because of the pain, Ross. He was probably a huge house of a man squatting like 600 and 800 pounds and all that pressure on those joints.
He actually
knees were
was
crumbling.
Yeah, he actually was.
Yeah,
so
so his back probably always hurt. But like being that big means you have to stay that big because your entire identity is being that big.
You're in
so you're just
constant
eating,
pain.
Yeah, you're just eating Vicodin, just trying to lift more weight for.
Your body's compressed like a neutron star.
It's for no one but other giant dudes who look like you who also
Yeah,
have
because
back
women
problems.
don't care.
You think he's gonna fold in like a white dwarf?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might. He might.
So I would take Vicodin, Mama's Little Helper is what I call it, when I would run long distances because it's mental, right?
Okay.
So if you can just like zone out, maybe that's what that guy was doing. Like the thing is, like your body can do some crazy things if you just take out the mental part of it.
I can't work out or work or write or do. I can't do anything throughout my day high. I don't think.
Well, you're weak. It's okay.
Yeah, dude. It's too much. Even that shit. So we started dabbling in this Delta 8. We're close to bringing on this sponsor, and I'm like, send it in because we've been getting a lot of Delta 8. I'm like, does this shit work? Does it not work? I'm gonna be honest with you. That Diet Smoke, and they're not a sponsor yet. I hope they become one. I fucking love it, Giorgio. Like I'm a huge fan, and you luckily had saved my life inadvertently, and I want to thank you on air. You were like, hey, dude, you can get fucked up off these things. Watch how much you take. 10 milligrams is exactly where I need to be on those things. Those are great.
I'm really happy that you found a training or an onboarding process that you like. And in 6 months, we'll graduate you up to real weed. And I look forward to that day.
So here's the difference between it. And again, they're not a fucking sponsor. I wish that, hopefully they become one because I love it. Here's the thing with the Diet Smoke. Each edible tastes the same and it has the same effect on you. Whereas when I get weed edibles from LA or Vegas or wherever we go and bring them back, each one's a fucking mystery where I'm like, I'm super fucking high or I'm not high enough. Like, I've never found that middling high where you're like, oh, all right, I can communicate and live my life and not feel like I'm talking myself down like Martin Sheen in the beginning of Apocalypse Now. I want something that's, I know what I can expect out of it every single time, you know?
How's it helped your sleep?
Great. I mean, it's fucking awesome. So I've had one, I don't know, every night for a week since they sent that shit to me. I love it.
Jibs, can you agree? Is he tossing and turning? Is he there? Is he sleeping good?
Oh, I don't sleep with him. No.
Separate rooms.
Just
We're in
kidding.
separate beds like Lucy and Desi.
Yeah, no, it actually has been great. It's like, it's for people that don't want to smoke weed right before, but CBD isn't enough. You know what I mean? It's that right, perfect in between.
And speaking of sleep last night, you fucked us. You fucked us, Shabe. You boned us as a couple last night.
You wish.
So pissed off.
Calm
we
down.
had one Ozark left last night. One. and it goes into the other episode on Netflix like 10 seconds in, and I'm like, oh man, you're like, shut it off. Shut it off. You want the answer to the end of this amazing season of Ozark? Shut it down. That's going to be tomorrow, homeboy.
Yep.
Shut it down.
Yep.
And I was like, You don't do that. You don't do that, okay?
But are you looking forward to it tonight?
Yes, I am. But shit, I was
You're
looking forward
welcome.
to it last night. Part of
you're
me,
welcome.
if I didn't have that diet smoke last night, part of me was like, do I just sneak out to the living room, watch it, not tell you, and then watch it with you again tonight just because I needed to know the answer in case I died in my sleep and I didn't know that? Like, what if I get hit by a truck today on the way home?
That's exactly what I'm doing, Ross. I'm not telling my girlfriend, and I'm watching ahead because I just really got to know. This is the best season of Ozark since like season 1. So
All of them have been great. It's just, it's so hard to love because they've been so separated where it was like, I didn't realize it was 677 days since last season. And then when we're watching
there's stuff that's happening that you're like, I'm like, dude, I don't even know what happened to that guy.
Yeah, it was like from 4 years ago where you're just
Yeah.
like, what happened to the sheriff? Who killed the sheriff? But it's amazing, and it deserves all the awards and accolades they're currently receiving, and holy shit. So we got one more episode. We'll talk about it after we watch it. But
It could have been today, huh?
could have been. You know?
Could have been today, but you're
Not going to be till next week. Yeah, not going to be till next week because you boned us. Oh, is that last episode starting where you get all the answers? No, shut it down. Shut it down. And I want the audience to know that if I die after work today and I didn't get to see it, haunt Jables forever and just send her DVDs of Ozark. I want a DVD version. They still sell it. Just go and buy it and send it in to Jesse over and over again. Speaking of which, The Journey of Natty Gann was actually sent in by a listener, Jesse's favorite movie, on VHS tape that I have never seen. I don't own a
That's
VCR
exactly. Yep.
anymore.
Yep.
But
That
it's there.
is my childhood right there.
It is. Now imagine if in your childhood you could watch Natty Gann from the comfort of a ghost bed from ghostbed.com/drinking bros. Probably would have had a better childhood, Japes. Best night's sleep ever. Take a little, what? I'm just saying. Take a little diet smoke and pop that in, get on the ghost bed. It's a journey. 40% off the bundle packages right now. Whew. You get a 60-month pay-as-you-go program now, too, this year. So it's like, all right, if you get the adjustable base and the mattress, it's 40% off. And then you pile that in with the 60-month pay-as-you-go program, no interest. You're looking at $20, $25 a month. That is new this year. The 60-month option is new. And congratulations. Ooh, that's a big boy savings right there. Now, if you just want 30% off everything in the entire store, promo code Drinking Bros will do that for you. You can get sheets, pillows, the mattress. You can even get the adjustable base on its own if you already have a mattress and you're like, I'll swing on down to that adjustable base. Do it, and you can get 30% off. The bundle package is only if you bundle that shit together. I have not gotten the weighted blanket yet. I'm going to order that next week, I think. Everybody's said it's worth a hype. So we'll find out. Go to ghostbed.com/drinking bros today and enjoy it. Enjoy it, Jabes. Next up, what do we got here? We got a little getroman.com/nooners. When the moments of intimacy arrives, are you going to greet it at the door? Or are you going to be laying down with a weird flaccid penis. It happens. It's time to get ready. Get Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or just getting started, having the confidence that comes from preparation means you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes. Giorgio, I'm having some shipped to the studio, okay? Having some shipped to the studio.
Pretty sure.
Giorgio's like, Roman's still with us, huh? I'm going to have to do this every time.
Giorgio, even though you're far from ordinary, the truth is that ED is really common. In fact, 52% of guys age 40 to 70 experience some form of erectile dysfunction. Sometimes it happens in men that are younger than 40, you know?
Look, Russ, sometimes you have to put an octane booster when you're driving a Ferrari.
Whoopsie daisy. Roman is not going to like that, but I really like that.
Delka, you picked up the microphone. We're about to say something. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. God.
That just seems like an unfair attack of Giorgio. That's all I'm saying.
It's not. It's not. Look. It's
Dan,
real.
we could go your way too if you want.
Yeah.
We could direct it towards
you. Do you have any problems?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. But hey, if you do out there, because a lot of men just won't admit it. Okay, that's a perfect segue.
That's a perfect example of someone that's just like, no, I'm fine.
Denying
you know?
it. Just denying it. You lie, you deny, and then you counter accuse and say, no, it's your pussy that's not getting me hard. I don't know if Roman's going to like this read.
No, they won't.
I think they will, Jabes. Go to GetRoman.com/Nooners now. Speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction and get $15 off your first month of treatment. ED, again, is more common than people think. Their system is completely confidential and totally discreet. No big logos or labels on the packages. And again, with Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for erectile dysfunction, all from the comfort and privacy of your own home. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, it ships to you free with 2-day shipping. The whole process is straightforward, discreet, and convenient. Go to GetRoman.com/Nooners today, and if you're prescribed, get $15 off your first month of ED treatment. Make sure you're ready to have confidence and control this fall. No, it's winter now. It's winter. Shit. Bundle up. Roman ready. Get Roman ready. And then hardafseltzer.com. I know we just showed the video of it. They're making it. Sign up for the mailing list. Just put your email in there at hardafseltzer.com. That way, when it goes on sale in your city, states, and online, it will just email you and be like, hey, dude, this shit's ready to rock. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go, Jabes. It's Thursday, a.k.a. Little Friday for you, Jabes.
Yes.
What are you planning out for the weekend? You partying?
Partying hard, obviously, as usual, as I always do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's cold outside. Everything sucks. Seasonal depression, but
Sure.
I will get through it.
Today we have these days, right? Everybody's trying to take over a day. It's my day for this or my day for that. Today is weird. Today was the Holocaust Day, like Appreciation Day for the Holocaust, and it's
No.
also yeah, it is. Like you,
No, what's the actual?
it's something about Holocaust, and then there's
Holocaust Remembrance Day.
That's what it is.
Remembrance. Okay.
Not appreciation.
Okay. Not appreciation.
Remembrance. So we're remembrance, and then the other one, and this is why I love. Like I guess anybody can claim any day they want. It's Fast Foodies Cheat Day as well. So if you're out there and you were wondering when your cheat day was for fast food, well, it's today, January 27th. Okay.
Oh, you just get one day?
Yeah.
A year?
And that's and I hate to say this, but this is what a hellhole Twitter is. You have the Holocaust versus hashtag Fast Foodies Cheat Day. And guess which is number one?
Seems
Oh,
like a
no.
perfect day for Giorgio to do the air, land, and sea. You know?
Yeah,
Yes. Perfect.
dude. Air, land, and sea.
Perfect.
Air, land, and sea. So this afternoon on Drinking Bros Fake News, we'll do air, land, and sea. Will you just sit behind us in a wide shot and eat the whole thing? That's what I really want to see.
I kind of want to see Dan try it too.
Oh, no.
The meat queen. No?
No, I think that would go right through you, right? That tartar sauce would kick in.
No, sorry. Dan D'Anthony.
Yeah. So people are posting right now their favorite cheat meals. This first one, is Chicago. Chicago make a fucking cheesesteak? I don't think of Chicago when I... Portillo's?
Yeah, Portillo's. You never heard of it?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
cheesesteak. They do
do-
like a
It's
a hot
Italian
dog.
beef.
It's hot dog and Italian beef for the two big things at Portillo's. Portillo's is dope.
That's
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying Portillo's as far as their fast food cheat day. So it must be dope. I've never been there. Every time we go to Chicago, we usually roll through and get the pizzas. I'm a big fan of that deep dish there in Chicago.
Yeah, but you get the thin crust.
No, I don't. I got the fucking dig in last time with the ladder.
Oh, I got the thin crust last time.
Yeah, you did. You fucking.
I went to
you shamed
Chicago
us.
and got a thin crust.
You shamed us. You were like, "Oh, hey, can I get the thing?" And the guy
I
looked
don't
at
know.
you.
It's just so much.
Oof. The guy looked at you like, "Just get this girl out of here."
It was really good thin crust pizza though,
Yeah.
like Chicago style.
Look, it was made in Chicago. That's the only thing that was Chicago style
I
about
know.
it. Is that it was made in that city.
No, that is their second style. They have two styles.
What's the thin crust?
Yeah, they have like a bar style thin crust. It's very similar to St. Louis style in that it's like cut in squares and stuff. It just doesn't use the
Yes.
cheese that Dan loves.
Yes, and it like goes all the way to the edge, crispy.
You don't watch
Yes.
enough Triple D, bro.
A lot of tacos here. A lot of people posting tacos. Can I tell you one taco? Because it's Taco Tuesday is now a thing at like every fast food place, I feel like. And we're only seconds away from McDonald's and Burger King adding tacos. You know who added tacos was Dairy Queen. There's a Dairy Queen by my house. The children love to go to Dairy Queen after the games and all that stuff. And so we go. I got tired of seeing the sign of Taco Tuesday because they just leave it up even though it's not Tuesday. So every single day it says Taco Tuesday on there. And they've been touting these tacos at Dairy Queen, and I was like, fuck you guys. I'm going to get the tacos. So I took my kids to get Blizzards, and then I ordered the tacos. God, it's going to pain me to say this, but they were really, really goddamn good. The
Better than Jack in the Box.
Oh, Burger King's got tacos now. No way.
They pop on and off the menu. It's a rip off of the Jack in the Box taco.
So Jack in the Box tacos.
Doesn't look as good.
No, Jack in the Box tacos are bomb. Dairy Queen's tacos, though, really fucking tasty. So if you're out there and you're like, I want to eat something while I take the kids to Dairy Queen, I would roll with those tacos. I don't like the burgers at Dairy Queen. But there's a lot of people on here. Those Jack in the Box tacos, man. I mean, you will shit yourself immediately after eating those, but those are delightful.
Dip 'em in ranch. It's fucking obscene.
Even their hot sauce or whatever their version of hot sauce is on those. Dude, I'm all in. There's a Jack in the Box right around the corner here. I ran into it the other day and I was like, what? There was nobody in line either. I rolled through and got that sourdough Jack.
I assume it's burglarized more than patronized.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't even know what Jack in the Box serves.
Really? You've never been to
No.
Jiznak and the Beezy?
No.
It's good, dude. I'm not going to fucking pull my pants down and shit on Jack in the Box. Try their tacos
No.
and tell me what you think. They're greasy. They taste like street tacos. They nailed it.
No, they don't. They have like a very distinct, you can't actually compare them to any real taco, but it is its own situation.
It's what I want out of a street taco that I never get. How about that?
Best tacos in the city, I think.
In the city of Austin.
and we are in Austin, by the way, guys. Yeah.
No, that distinction goes to Valentina's, I think. Is there better than that here? Have you had better tacos than Valentina's?
Yeah.
Where?
I mean, I don't even consider Valentina's like tacos though. It's barbecue.
But you roll them up in the taco shell, man. and you get-
they're really up there. There's actually one of the most celebrated taco places in the city is like within walking distance of here.
What? What is it?
La Tunita.
Really?
Yeah, it's birria tacos. It's like a French dip type of taco. You dip it in like a broth. It's really fucking good.
How have we never had these at the office then? How close is it from there?
Weird.
I could walk there in 5 minutes.
Really?
Is it cash only?
No, you can play card.
Okay. Shit. Maybe we'll get those for lunch while Giorgio is doing Land, Air, and Sea today. Okay. Are you stoked about this, Giorgio, Land, Air, and Sea? Are we forcing your hand today?
Honestly, it's just such a small part of my day that I'm not really thinking about it. Like it'll make me not hungry for an hour, but then I'll eat some good food later and feel fine.
Okay.
You think you'll feel fine.
Yeah. You going out with your lady
Talk to
tonight?
me later.
This stomach is a bottomless lead pit. Like, you can throw anything in it and it's fine.
Oh, Kanye just announced he's got a new album coming out next month. That's not a prayer. Not one single prayer is that going to happen.
You guys, is it common knowledge that the reason he was like running around town and having a bunch of different people in those masks, you know, those like weird masks he was wearing that like fully cover, was because he wanted to have a bunch of like a group of those people in masks, like
Who thought they were him?
Scare Pete Davidson, like have like a bunch of them coming towards. And so he would just like pop up and have, this is what I heard.
I genuinely thought he was doing it so he could have his own body doubles in places. No lie.
Yes, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So it was like, it was popping up. And then the final thing was going to be just a group of those crazy Kanye masks walking towards Pete Davidson somewhere.
So he just says this is going to drop February 22nd. There's not one prayer. Not one prayer is that coming out then. He does have a documentary, though, that's dropping on Netflix. That's at Sundance right now, and that is coming out because Netflix has control over that. And he made a post saying, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm a need final edit of that movie before it goes out. Not one prayer, Kanye, or else that movie would never come out. Now, I heard it is 3 parts, and I think it's 6 hours. And they've got some crazy footage. The trailer just dropped. We can't show it because of the music, but it looks really fucking good, that documentary. There was another trailer that dropped yesterday that I thought was awesome, and I was mixed on if this was going to be good or not. It's that Pam and Tommy movie for Hulu. That's that series. It looks really goddamn good. Did you watch it, Jabes?
Yeah, I've seen the trailer. Yeah.
Looks really good.
Yeah. When you hear about it, you're kind of like, oh, cheesy. You're thinking about The Dirt kind of. And I'm like, oh, I don't want it to be like The Dirt, whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever they name that. What'd they name that motley crew?
It's called The Dirt. It's based on the book.
Oh, it is. Okay.
It was the best rock, and I love every rock book there is. It was the best rock book I've ever read, and I was worried that they were going to fuck up the movie, and they did. Some people liked it. I did not. But this Pam and Tommy movie looks good. Who's the chick playing Pamela Anderson, by the way?
It's actually someone that you wouldn't even think. Like, show a picture, Bob, of her.
Normally, without the
like
the fake tits and stuff.
The big thing is like her transformation, where everyone was like, "What?" It's like Lily something.
Oh yes. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, it's whatever they did to her, like, looks, Jesus Christ. I mean, it looks great. She looks identical. And then I think Sebastian Stan is Tommy Lee, and he looks great too. Where you're just like, oh shit, I'm all in on this. Seth Rogen is in it, which is weird to me, but whatever. It's coming out on Hulu, I think, in like 4 or 5 days. So, yeah. There's a picture of it on screen right there.
Lily James.
James. Let's see what she looks like without being Pamela Anderson. Because in the trailer, when you watch it, it kind of goes through the step-by-step process of the sex tape getting released to the world. And it was huge at the time. I didn't know it was just people shipping out VCR tapes in the mail and shit. But I guess that's what you had to do. Like, even when, that's her? And they really put some fucking prosthetics for those tits then, huh? Because there's nothing there. There's nothing there at all. Yeah, you're right, Jesse. That is nothing like Pamela Anderson.
Right. But in a weird way it is, right? Like, you don't think of Pamela Anderson that way, but back in the day, she was like very cute. Do you know what I mean? Like, the face was very like cute, small, whatever. Everything else was big.
Yeah.
But like, she's beautiful.
Yeah. Still is. I mean, I know she's heading I think she's in her 50s now.
I mean, she looks great.
Yeah. I mean, and she's partied. Like, she's gone fucking hard.
Yeah, it's a weathered, whatever the age is. It's a weathered that age.
Yeah. Right now, hashtag Spotify deleted is trending. You're not deleting Spotify over this fucking bullshit. You're not doing it. Don't. No. Why even lie?
11 million people aren't.
No.
What?
They're not. And people, even yesterday, like it was
That's what I mean.
Jordan
It's,
Peterson. It was a fucking ginormous episode. Like, dude, you're
Yeah,
not doing
I don't know.
anything. You're not doing it. Don't even lie and say you're deleting Spotify. That's not a thing. That is not a fucking thing. You can wear another brand of shoe, sure. But you're not deleting Spotify. We're down to like 2 apps musically, I think. Because nobody's paying for fucking Tidal, let's be honest. I think is Pandora still a thing? You were always big on Pandora.
I'm a Pandora bitch, yeah, but it doesn't make any sense and nobody is, but I do Pandora.
I know they added our all of our podcasts to Pandora.
I don't do it for podcasts, no.
Yeah, they're so obviously as big as podcasts have gotten, they added podcasts to it, so that's a thing now. I got the email notification about it. So if you're on Pandora, yeah, you can listen to it. But I just remember being at people's houses and they would put it on the TV, instead of like having a stereo or something like that. But every third song, there was like some commercial and you're like, oh man, I can never really get into this.
Well, it's the same with Spotify. You can pay for it or you can get it with commercials, right?
Spotify has so much endless shit though, like iTunes, that like, yeah, I'll pay for that. Whereas Pandora, I don't know.
Pandora has everything.
Do they?
Yes.
It's still not Spotify or iTunes to me. So no, I won't do it. And the interface is easier on Spotify and iTunes. So yeah, I can't get into that. And Tidal, I've never even remotely thought I was going to buy that. Of like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get Tidal. No, I'm not getting Tidal. Giorgio, you've got Tidal, right? I think you're the only person I know that has it.
No. I just love pitching it to you. I love
Yeah.
pitching
You pitch it
lossless.
to me all the time.
I know
solves
because
all your
it's
problems.
funny.
It doesn't solve one of my problems.
Listen, there's no problem that Jay-Z can't solve for you.
He sold the company, so he's out of it.
He doesn't
Yeah,
have to
because
be
it sucks.
It sucked, yeah. Even he was just like, man, how can we make a bunch of money and then just sell this fucking thing? And that was
Well, it was this
that's Tidal.
idea that you were going to let people know that like the artist didn't make any money and you actually thought people were going to care. Since the dawn of time, they haven't fucking cared. So they just want the music, right?
Yeah.
But Tidal was under the impression that people were going to be like, okay, I'll pay I want you to get paid.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, dude, no. I remember he made a deal.
We're all trash.
I
Like,
think
we'll just.
Yeah, we're fucking trash people. Like I'm going to use things that are simple.
I have
and easy.
Napster. I have Napster still. So it's like, LimeWire.
Congratulations.
I use LimeWire. Yeah.
I think Justin Timberlake's an owner in Napster now. No lie. Or no, that's MySpace. Because MySpace, they still try to make a thing for like music artists where you could post your own music and everything else. Nobody's been back to MySpace since. No. Although I wish it was back. Having Tom versus Zuckerberg, there's not really a competition in that. Tom never fucked with anything. You could put illegal music on there, goddamn near nude shit. And it just lived like a goddamn playground. And Tom from MySpace. He didn't care. He wasn't censoring anybody. And now we all make fun of Tom, and it's like that's the one guy who didn't censor any content whatsoever.
Dude, in the MySpace days, nobody was censoring anyone.
No, and that's the way it should be. If you're gonna have these social media apps, like, dude, do it all. Do all the things. Because even on Instagram, I get a message that like videos from like 4 years ago have been deleted off my page. They're like, you didn't have the rights to that song, and I was like, but I can go into my stories on Instagram and post any song I want as long as it's through you guys. Like, what's the difference? And if the AI is truly there, why can't it listen to it in a normal post versus in a story? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. So fuck off, dude. Tom never did that shit to us. Tom was with us, dude. Tom was one of us. He was a normal guy with just one of these, okay? He wasn't smeared in PS or PF50 to go surfing for the day, like Mark Zuckerberg, piece of shit. Now he owns all of Hawaii. Did you know that, Jabes?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he bought up almost this entire island of Hawaii. Pull it up, Bob. I saw they did a special on it on a local news channel, and they were like, oh man, Mark Zuckerberg bought another 76 acres of this Hawaiian island, bringing his total to like, I don't know, 750. And
Like
like,
it's 15. It looks like it says he bought 110 acres. Oh, and he's on Kauai.
Kauai, yeah.
So that's the island I honeymooned on. Actually, that is.
Was it really?
Yeah. This island, I don't know if they're showing where it is, but this is the island where they do a shit ton of the filming.
Yep.
It's gorgeous. It's a lot more small town than the other islands. Like there's no major city on it or anything. It's just a collection of like small towns and then like incredible, I don't know, nature. And there's like coffee plantations and shit like that. There's a military base as well. Yeah.
Now he owns like half that fucking island, dude. And he just keeps buying more and more property. And I guess the people, the Hawaiians, like the true Hawaiians who've lived on the island forever are pissed off because his families keep selling to him. And it's like, it's Mark Zuckerberg. He's going to buy out everything. Probably build I mean, it feels very Austin Powers-ish, where he'll build some cave there or something to fly out of. He's the only one not in space out of those guys. Where's his rocket?
So fuck that. Here's his plant. Here's his fucking compound.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Pop that up on screen. Look at that. New 600-acre property. And then he owns the Koana plantation and the Pila beach. If that sounds very close to a real live Native American voice, that's the only voice that I can do for Hawaiian people. And I know they don't talk like that.
Samoan.
My God, dude. And it's all oceanfront. Look at that. God damn it, dude.
Holy shit.
What do you think he's doing there? He's putting ears on like, I bet he's putting human ears on mice there.
No, I think they're going to do the metaverse there, right?
Are they really? Is that what the grand plan is for all this shit? Is to
I don't know
film
what
for the
I'm talking
metaverse?
about.
It looks like it. And all the commercials I've seen, they look like they're on a Hawaiian island or something. Georgie, have you dipped into that yet? You're usually one of those people who gets in on the metaverse and shit like that.
You don't really know which one to join in. It's kind of like social media apps. It's like, where do I really want to put my footing? Where do I want to try to build an audience? What's really that fun? Honestly, it's just like the creator world and all the video games that we played as kids. So it's like really kind of rehashing that, but now we have to spend real money to do it.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely a breakdown that I had. One in the past couple years. So one was, the visual finally of like everyone walking around New York with masks and it like nobody there kind of thing.
Oof.
Breakdown 1, remember?
Yeah. Yep.
It was like China. So breakdown 1, breakdown 2, January 6th, breakdown 3 was when I actually learned what the metaverse was. And then I was in the car and I had another breakdown because it was just like, holy shit, that is going to happen, where people are going to wake up and put on their shit and like
Put on their helmet,
go through their day and buy stuff and, learning about all the companies that are getting into it, where they're going to sell you virtual Nikes. And I mean, you are going to live an entire life from your bed.
Yeah, but World of Warcraft did this 15 years ago. Dudes spent every moment of their day on it, working for that digital currency to pimp out their sweet orc or troll or Tauren or undead character just so they could be fancy.
But I think this is going to be more realistic, immersive, beautiful, like utopian, where everything else around you is going to be dystopian and awful. And the urge to live your life in the metaverse is going to be strong.
This is the plot of Ready Player One.
Yeah, and it feels like...
I'm just saying, that's the breakdown, as I was like, holy shit, there's going to be so many people that do this.
That's what I think people are going to feel like. They're going to make it so beautiful that you're going to want to live with your goggles on, and everything else, the entire world around you when you walk outside is going to look like the toilet after eating 5 or 6 of those tacos from Jack in the Box. Like I was talking about earlier, they're not there yet. I will say this. I talked to Dan about it, Holloway on Drinking Bros, where they were doing courtside seats at a Lakers game, and you can sit courtside in the metaverse and watch the game, but the players are still animated, like they're not real. So you're not actually watching the real Lakers game.
Or Giorgio, correct me if I'm wrong, like, is it like a Peloton sitch where there is actually people doing it, you're just not exactly there with them, but it's going to seem like you are?
I don't know. I
Do you know what I mean?
I
Like-
thought it was more like you had your semi-realistic human avatar, and it like I thought it was going to be a better Sims.
No, like you are there.
No, you're
Like,
not there. So you're not there. It's still animated, and like the games might be real, but
No, it's like virtual reality.
it's not. So I watched it the other day, and I was like, this is still fake shit. It looks like NBA 2K. I still can't get into if it's real people. Now, if they come up with a way to make it seem like you were actually physically sitting courtside at a
That's
Lakers
what they're
game
working on.
while it's on ESPN, right?
Yes.
So like when the game is on ESPN or Ohio State or whatever, and it's like, oh, hey, you're sitting on the 50 with your goggles on looking around, that shit would make a dent, and you would be like, oh my God, all right, I'm really here. But
Okay, because that's eventually what they're doing. That's where my breakdown came from.
that's a lot of rights issues and all that shit. I just hope it's after we're gone, Jesse, because I don't want to deal with that. Like, I like going to live shit and seeing humans, people throw up on each other, all that other shit. I don't want to live in a world where I just put on a headset and sit in my fucking jammies all day. I don't want to do that.
You won't, but your kids might.
I know, and that's what frightens the shit out of me. Where I'm like,
Right.
God damn it, man. We try to take them to as much live shit as we can all the time. So it's like, hey, enjoy this. Even though that last Texas game, it was 108 degrees. Like, hey, enjoy this heat and this feeling of death.
Okay, so
Bless you.
excuse me.
Did you
So-
sneeze live on air?
I'm sorry.
That's somebody's
I only
fetish, by the
sneeze-
way. Somebody's going to jack off to that later.
Yep. There's sneeze fetish. If you can think it in your mind, it's a thing. No question.
What were you going to say before you sneezed all over the place?
Yeah, but you've taken him there. He knows how hot and miserable it is.
Yeah.
The alternative is actually going fully like you're going in the air conditioned. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you took him there. Unfortunately, he knows how miserable it is.
Yeah, I never take a kid to a September game at UT at Texas. My God, man.
I didn't go.
Later in the fall, though, it's
Obviously.
great. Jesus Christ. Yeah, because they've got bars in the end zone there. I mean, I guess you could drink from home, but how do you start pounding hard AF seltzers with the goggles on and shit? Like, your head would wobble around.
Do you see what Rob just put on the screen?
Ooh, what the fuck is this? Oh, is that a sneeze fetish video?
Yeah, she's just sneezing on him.
No way, dude.
Told
Tits
you,
out,
dude.
bro.
I told
You
you,
can't
dude.
post that.
Yeah, I can't put it up.
Oh, we can't put it up because she's fucking nude. Oh, this is really
Told you,
going down.
dude.
They're really fucking.
Well, no, she's just sneezing on
Yeah,
him.
she's just.
Just
Yeah, but she's
sneezing.
riding him.
She's naked. She's not riding him.
We can't see the other. We can't see where vagina.
He has all his clothes on.
He does, but I think he's ashamed a little bit.
Oh, here's.
Yeah, they're not
clothed.
riding.
They're clothed for this one.
Oh, they're clothed for it, huh? All right. Ah, she's just sneezing right in his face. Gross. Jesus Christ, dude.
Is there anything more disgusting? I mean, puking, I guess, right? And shitting and all of that, but like a sneeze straight in your face, like uninhibited.
And then he, can you put that up? Are we
Yeah.
allowed to do that or no?
sure.
Nope, no,
Definitely not that.
definitely not that.
Little pop up.
Here he goes. He's showing off the money shot.
There you go.
He's
So
showing off his
he's
sneeze
got
money shot.
sneeze
Take
on
that
his
down
face.
before another pop up.
Yeah. The pop-up came up
Oh,
directly in the middle of the screen, and it was just a dude jacking off like right in the middle of it. Thank God we caught that in time, or else the whole channel would be banned. Whatever. But at Crystal
Whatever.
Land, you can get sneezed on apparently. So yeah, if you can think, you're right. If you can think it, it's
somebody's
out there.
made a video of it. Yeah, and created a group, and it's a thing. Everything, anything you can think in your brain.
Greg LaMontagne said, "COVID warning." There should be a COVID warning with that video.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Sneeze in my mouth, baby. I can't live
Yeah.
without your sneezes.
I think Boston Joe was the first one to be like, that sneeze did it for me. Like
Oof.
before you even talked about it.
Jesus.
They're coming, right? To the launch?
Yeah, Tansy's coming. I talked to Tansy the other day.
Tansy, Boston Joe.
Yeah, Lastro Lopez, all those guys will be at the Hard AF
Bill.
Seltzer launch.
Greg, where you at?
February 13th at WTF in downtown Austin. And we heard you like, hey, we'll just sell like $20 wristbands. You can drink as much as you want. That way, congratulations. You get fucked up for 8 hours for $20 if you want. Who
Ugh, I am
cares?
scared.
Who cares?
Yeah.
That was pitched by you guys. Who cares? Let's go for it that day.
Boston
I'm
Joe
leaving my
is
car.
going.
I'm leaving my car. I'm not even going to attempt to drive home.
Okay. Are you and Bob going to get a room together?
Probably. Bob,
No,
is
I'll
your
be
wife down with
there.
that? Is your wife down with
I'll
that?
be there.
Two dudes, one room.
Yeah.
She didn't care about anything. It's
All
fine.
right.
She, like you said earlier, it's definitely the type of thing where she'll be like, just stay the fuck away from the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you fucked a dude, would she be mad about it?
Probably.
You think so?
I don't know
Yeah.
though.
I don't know. Like, is that really cheating? Where it's just like, oh, hey, I got drunk and fucked a dude.
Feels like she would be upset. Feels like it would be a real real moment for her to reevaluate a lot of things.
Giorgio, can you call her live on air and let's get an answer for this? Because I don't think I can go the rest of the day without getting an answer.
I do not have.
Do
Rob's
not-
number.
Yeah, sounds
Do
like she's
not
pretty
do
intolerant.
that. Do not do that.
We did it on Drinking Bros, and we got Rocco's wife to call in. Rocco was so pissed off about it. And that was a butt fucking sitch as well. That was what's the number financially for you to butt fuck another dude? And she gave the answer live on the air, and he was pissed off about it. So we won't.
I think
do
it was
that.
a really low number too.
Yeah, it was I think 300 grand. It was either 3 or 500 grand. I
Oh.
forget.
I thought it was like 20 grand.
No,
I know. I would
no.
say 10.
Nothing that we couldn't raise on Indiegogo. Because if you, let's face it, if you were showing a friend getting butt fucked or butt fucking a man live on air on Patreon, yeah, dude, that'd be a huge cash grab right there. Because we're trying to get somebody out there to do a live vasectomy on air from, it's Eli from Giggle Boys wants a vasectomy. And we're like, we should do this live on air, just do a live VSEC. We've been talking about it for years. We're just trying to find the right doctor right now. But that's the thing that's going down. He's getting consulted right now. He's got to go through some form of consultation for the VSEC.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's real.
How old is he?
He's 30.
He's 29.
Yeah. So he just does not want any of his kids running out into the world. And I understand that if you watch Giggle Boys and you watch Eli, I don't think Eli needs to procreate at all. That's one person that doesn't need any children out in this world. We don't need any more Elis.
No guy wants to procreate, but do you know what I mean? That's not how it works.
Jack does.
Yeah, Jack does. Jack Mandeville.
Well, sweetie baby Jack, that's different. Like nobody in this room was like, oh yeah, no, Bob, maybe at a certain point, right? But like
Yeah, I
in
just
your
don't want to raise
20s,
it.
I wanted to. I love kids.
Yeah, I think I want a baby mama. I just don't want a wife.
Yeah.
so you want kids? Like, I just don't think that guys are like, oh, I think if you asked any guy, like, if there was no repercussions, you could still keep any girl that you want, whatever. Would you get a vasectomy? I think a lot of guys would be like, yeah. But the real deal is that you'll get with someone that's like, I want a baby. And you're like, damn it, I fucking love you. Okay. You know?
Yeah, I fucking love you. Put the camera on Delco real quick. There we go. This looks like a guy who wants to visit his kid every 2 weeks on the weekends.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're wearing that look.
Right.
Of like, hey, is it my weekend? Like that's
What
Yeah.
I want. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want to see him all the time.
right.
Or her all the time. I just want every 2 weeks.
But this
And then
is
you're taking
huge.
McDonald's for land, air, and sea because the alimony has absolutely ripped your bank account out.
Yeah. Child support.
Can I
But
get
that's
to
big steps. That's big steps because I didn't even think. I mean, I thought Delco hated kids in general.
I can see.
So this is like big steps.
I can
Yeah,
see
but-
2 kids in the back seat, and you're just rolling through the drive-thru. Can I get 2 land, air, and seas for these fucking wampets back here? Just give me 2 of those. Pile them high, please. That'll keep them fed the rest of the day.
It's kind of like my dog, right? I like my dog, but I don't care about other people's dogs. So it's like I would like my kid. I just don't care about other people's kids.
Dan
That's
is
true.
watching my dog.
Oh, for sure.
That's true. I don't like other people's kids. So I understand that. Yeah, I totally
No.
understand that. Yeah. Yeah, I still judge the
And by
fuck
the
out
way,
of them, too.
Dan, you're not going to even like your kids that much all the time. Just take it from me. But you're definitely not going to like other people's kids. No. No.
Every 2 weeks he will though. He'll show up.
Yeah,
can
I guess
show up.
if you had them all the time, it'd be different. But yeah, that 2 week, the missing of them and stuff, you're right. That's the way to do it, man.
Oh, dude, this is Andrew Ball. He says just got diet smoke. Fuck yeah, dude. He must be watching the show.
He is. He's in the chat.
Gigantic fan of that. The first bulk of sales will come from me ordering like 12 jars of that shit. It comes in like a weed sweet jar too. That's the other thing about weed edibles. They come in those bags and they all get melted together. And the THC is like, oh man, sometimes it's 60 milligrams in one of those goddamn things. Now with that diet smoke, I'm all in on that. Kevin Walters, biggest effing mistake I've made with full custody. There it is. Can we get some applause for that?
Yep.
Kevin
Don't
Walters?
ever ask for full custody.
Never go full cust, okay?
Never go full cuss. You always go fitty.
Yeah. If you're a father out there who is divorced, yeah, go fitty or just every 2 weeks and then every other holiday. Because my dad had summers and then either a Christmas or a Thanksgiving, and I think that was he was good with that, you know?
I think it builds character.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. And it gives the kid other perspectives of like what happens when you get divorced.
2 Christmases.
Yeah, and you go back to live, like your dad goes back to living in an apartment like a bachelor again. And you're just like, shit, do I want this the rest of my life? No.
Yeah, I better stay with this bitch I'm with, right? Because I don't want that apartment.
You don't want that apartment life at 55. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's the only reason we're together is because we both saw like what happened.
Well, no, the women always get the houses. It's the dads that end up living in a shitty apartment.
Yeah, they get the houses, but the dads always get the love. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I would get the house and my kids would be like, yeah, we're going to dad's. You know what I mean? So there's no comparing.
Boston,
it all just... Yeah.
Boston Joe just gave us $5. He said, Ross, this is my part for the hotel room we're sharing in Austin. See you there. $5.
Oh, that's perfect.
I'm all in.
$10.
Austin hotel rates are fucking through the roof. So is Nashville. Jesus, dude. I mean, both cities that California's taken over, and you're at California prices now in both cities.
We went to a steakhouse in Nashville, and Boston Joe was so mad.
Was he?
He's like, what the fuck am I supposed to buy?
Yeah, he's like, I'll have a side of broccolini.
Yeah. I'll take the cream spinach, please. To the side.
Yeah, broccolini.
Separate check on that one.
And a side of béarnaise, please.
Separate check on that one. We've all got that one, buddy. Fuck, I was at a sports bar once. It was me, Dan Holloway, Chuck Liddell. I'm not going to say who the other person was, but like total that meal was probably, I don't know, $40, $50 a piece. And we were there for like a UFC.
It was.
Yeah, you know exactly who it was. And they dipped out and pulled the waiter aside and we're like, hey, can I pay for my portion only? Is that cool? Are we cool?
I really want to say who it is.
Check.
So do I. But we can't.
I really want to say who it is.
Yeah, itemize the check. And here's the thing. So when the waitress came back over, because I had saw the convo go down, and I go, hey, did homeboy just get up and pay you privately for like his shit or whatever? And she goes, yeah, he did. And
because he's the kind of person too that like when he got up, you thought that maybe he would be. Do you know what I mean? Because that's how he like presents himself. You thought that maybe he would be paying for the whole check. Do you know what I mean? Like, let me get this.
No, I didn't have.
But then you're like, oh. Well, if you didn't know him and you just talked to him,
He'd really like you to think he was the kind of person who could pay for the
Yep.
whole check.
Yeah.
exactly.
But that would probably overdraft him, to be honest.
Here's
God.
where I'm going with this story. He paid for one of his drinks, and then the meal and the other drinks that he had was completely on us, as he just dipped out. And we never saw him again. So.
We see
hilarious. him. No.
We see him again.
That evening where you're just like, dude, it's a sports bar, man. We're at a sports bar.
See him in a rented car.
Yeah. And that's life.
You know who I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah. We're going to end this with, I know I've talked a lot about the Bronco that I ordered fucking year and a half ago. It came in yesterday. I got the goddamn thing, and I don't know what to do. I was so surprised that it came because they were like, oh, this probably won't be till spring or summer. And then when I went and got it, it's dope as shit. Dude, here's how impossible these things are to get. The dealership, I'm not going to say what it is, but the dealers, they offered $15,000 over the MSRP of like, hey, so we can resell these goddamn things. Now I'm torn because it's just like, dude, it's $15K, you know? Like, Jesus Christ. But I will say this, the Bronco is super fucking dope and really nice. So it turned out great. you can't, it's more, think of it more like a Jeep. There's not a lot of room in the back. So if you're a tall drink like myself, you can't sit in the back seats of those things, but it's fucking cool. It's really fucking cool. Now I don't know what to do, and I'm torn because I want it, but I would just kind of be an asshole by keeping it. So, Jesse, you were polite enough to say, do what you want. Do what you want, Ross.
Yes.
Live your life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because look, I mean, I know how resentment works. I have it.
What have I taken away from you? What have I taken away from you?
I have two kids. I have two kids. Two of your kids. You don't think I know resentment and sacrifice? But I will say, you do have to come to it on your own. Like both. I say take it to the office and let the dudes look at it.
And then they decide?
No, I mean, they'll fucking tell you like, dude, this is rad. Or they'll be like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking rad. And
I know. I'm just...
And I'll
get some opinions.
I'll give you full disclosure here, because like it last year they sent me an email that was like, "Hey, so you're gonna have to get the next year's model because they weren't ready or whatever." And I was like, "God damn, you guys botched this launch, Ford. You botched the launch of this goddamn thing." And they're not expensive, by the way. I think it was only like $45. So I mean, they're reasonably priced, which is crazy. Because typically something like that, because it's nicer than like the Land Rover, the Defender. It's a lot nicer than the goddamn Defender by Land Rover, and that thing's like 40 grand more. But it is. That thing's going for like 85, Jesse.
Yeah.
That Defender, and I think it looks like shit. But I saw, they were like, "Hey, do you want to change the color or anything about it? Because you're getting, you're getting bumped by a year." I saw Brendan Schaub from Fighter and the Kid. He had one in yellow, and I was like, "Man, it looks sweet." And I was like, "Yeah, change the fucking color to yellow." And then I show up, and they were like, "Hey, we got the fucking car for you." And they were like, "We haven't," I mean, people were taking pictures of it. They're like, "Man, we haven't even seen one of these on the lot." And I was like, "All right, cool, man." But it is dope. So Ford, congratulations, you did it. I'm proud of you. I'm an old school Bronco guy. It's not like the old school ones at all. It's an updated version for this year, but the wheels and all that other shit is dope as fuck. So, and the screen is sweet too. It's like 15 or 17 inches. Where you're like, this is fucking rad. So, I haven't decided yet, James, but I appreciate you letting me mull over the decision. Okay?
Yeah, I give you rope to hang yourself.
Yeah, because I guess you need your license plate. So they were like, "Hey, just come back in 2 weeks when you get the license plate, and then you can do it." And I'm like, "All right, cool." But is that going to lead to something you want down the line that's completely unnecessary? Maybe.
What?
Yeah.
Have I ever wanted that's unnecessary?
Boy. Are you all in on the Peloton? Do you like the Peloton?
I do like it, yeah.
Okay. Because they're discontinuing it, right?
Well, they have enough product. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like you can't get one right now. It's just that they made too much during the pandemic, thinking that people would continue it. So look, they have a bunch in a warehouse. Don't worry about that. They're literally just not making any more.
So my thing is this: if it does shut, let's say Peloton goes bankrupt, right? I know you're on it's a monthly plan where you get to train with different people like around the world.
Yeah.
Is that green screen? Is that bullshit?
No, it's real.
Okay. So you get to train with all these people around the world and all that stuff. Do they then lose their jobs and they don't get to ride on the little bicycle with you?
No, everyone that has the Peloton currently, which is a shit ton of people.
A lot of people, yes.
Are still going to be going to that class. So it's like, I think it was a little misleading that they were like, "We're not making any more." It's like, yeah, because we have a shit ton. Do you know what I mean?
Got it. Okay. Just making sure.
Even the CEO was like, no, it's not like that. We just had to tell our shareholders that we're not creating more product. That's not where their money is going right now. But whatever.
All right. Well, look, you think of something that you want, and then we can combine. We can talk together, okay? All right?
Okay. Oh, and Lauren Manley, you know who it is. You know who we were talking about. And Boston Joe, it's not Adam Ray. We love Adam. And Adam has...
Yeah, Adam's great. Adam pays for shit.
And it wasn't Alex Jones. That's what someone said too.
No, dude. Shit.
Alex has money. He takes care of shit. Don't
Alex
worry
gave
about
me
that.
a whole 100 for a couple burgers and some fries once.
Yeah, like he has that shit.
He took
has
us
the
out
money.
to, we went to dinner at a steakhouse with him one night too and bought us all dinner. Alex is great. Yeah, both as an entertainer and going out with him. Like he's a blast. Now, whatever the fuck he talks about or thinks of, that's his own shit. But I love Alex. So shit, Alex Jones is rad, and he fucking buys shit all the time. I know he's going through with the lawsuits, but I think that's against the company, not so much him. I don't really know. I'm not involved in his finances, but I'll say this: he's always been extremely generous. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, so it's not him. It's not Adam Ray.
No, it's not.
Lauren, you know who it is. You've met him.
Yeah.
You feel the same way.
Okay. But keep it to yourself, Lauren. All right. Be polite. Be polite. We're not going to out people today. Not going to do
You
it.
can text me, Lauren. You can text me.
If we're telling anyone to fuck off today, it's Neil Young, it's The View, and it's Trevor Noah. You can all get fucked. Team Rogan on this one. Why? Because we do it too. We have the same guests. We have the same advertisers and all that shit. We're grateful to be able to say what we want every single day for however long this lasts, because let's face it, they'll pull all this bullshit soon. In the meantime, go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a review. That's what the advertisers care about. That's how we get paid and pay the employees and everything else. And then Spotify, for keeping Joe Rogan. They've got ratings now. It's just a 5-star. All you have to do is just click the 5-star on Ross Patterson Revolution and move on with your life. Go to Spotify and do that for us. We would appreciate it. For Jesse Wiseman, a.k.a. The Jables, I'm Ross Patterson. This is The Revolucion. Buenos tardes, everyone.
Thank you all for the ego boost.